Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again this week, a little bit early. Noontime I went. 7 comics this week, plus 1 I got from eBay, but we'll start with top of the printer comics for this week. And I picked another Whisper by Spider, just because I find this cover so creepy. It's like they're burying her alive with some air tanks on her. I haven't read this in so long, I don't know what's going on in the comic, but that is one creepy cover. And then we've got Warlock by Gil Kane. Was this The Power of Warlock number 3? I think this is the one before the Jim Starlin. For some reason I had it in with my Marvel premieres, I think, but I don't think it's a Marvel premiere Warlock. I think it's a Power of Warlock, the Roy Thomas and Gil Kane, I think we're doing it. And that's a Marvel 10th anniversary cover. That's why they got it in the box. That was for Marvel's 10th anniversary. So I had those 2 out all week to look at. Now let me show you what came today in eBay. As you know, if you watch this, I buy World Tree, but I was to World Tree late and didn't get a first print of issue 1. So I decided to get a first print of issue 1. With shipping and tax, it was $15. I think the comic itself was like 10 and shipping was 5, something like that. And it's signed there by James Tynion. This is the David Aja cover, which I kind of liked when I saw it on eBay. I was like, you know what? I'll get that one. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. I got to tell you, I think I could duplicate this certificate of authenticity in about 15 minutes. I even know the exact blue cardstock hammer mill paper that you probably printed that on. But anyway, I'm not a big autograph guy. I don't really care about the autograph, but I do like the way the autograph kind of blends in with the rest of the David Aja cover. I think the autograph works. And is it an autograph or is it initialed? When people use their initials as the autograph, I'm like, that's initialing. That's not autographing. But anyway, whoever I bought this from also sent me a, see that? Extra reading, thanks. A free comic book day. The Bone Orchid Mythos Prelude. I don't know what year this is from. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, and Dave Stewart. So this was just a throw-in. We'll give that a look. Image 30th is 82, 92, 102, 12, 122. So this came out in 22, I'm guessing. 2022, because it's the 30th anniversary. I can do math. Then, first of the stuff from my poll list, Joseph Schmalkey's We Don't Kill Spiders, Season of the Witch, number 1 from Midnight Factory. I buy Joseph Schmalkey's stuff. I was surprised to see this since he's been doing that. I can't even remember the name of the series. That's on season 3, series 3. But here's another one. Another series from Joseph. The one that's about a magic school. What the heck is the name of that? Oh, jeez, I can't remember. But I like his artwork. I like his writing. Midnight Factory. That's an imprint of someone, isn't it? I can't remember. Let me look on the indicia to see. Midnight Factory. No, publisher owner Joseph Schmalkey. That's right. This is his own imprint. I think the last series he was putting out was self-publishing too. So this is Joseph Schmalkey's own imprint, own company, Midnight Factory. All right. Now I remember that from the last time I wondered what Midnight Factory was. Then we've got Spawn 367, Hell Hath Arisen. I like that cover. It's got some nice color in it. Red, blue, yellow. Oh, I can't even remember what Spawn. Oh, that's right. There's some giant monster Spawn was fighting, and now the giant monster is smaller. Well, I don't know what's going on after that. Stuff with heaven and hell and fighting and who owns what and who does what. Your usual Spawn sort of thing. And this is by, I think Brett Booth is still drawing it. Art by Brett Booth, inks by Adelso Corona, Daniel Enriquez, script plot Todd McFarlane, colors Robert Nugent, lettering Tom Orzechowski. There's the crew. I'm enjoying Spawn. So why not? Then we got Rogue Sun, issue number 29. Parrot, Cotton, Abel, Frenda, Marquez, and Bedouin. There's a lot of people up on that. I think I couldn't find the. I think they have the credits page on the last page in this. And I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I think that this has been a what happens. Nope, that's Radiant Black. This is Rogue Sun. That's right. They've been going up against some poison monster. Yeah, there's our poison monster, I think. Rogue Sun is the one who inherited a teenager who inherited a super suit from his father, and his father is a ghost in the super suit, so he still talks. His estranged father, Dad. There's the poison guy. I forget. There was like a poison guy who was killing corporate malfeasance people who whatever, and Rogue Sun doesn't know if he's on the right side, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. Ooh, look at this. Chasing Amy. Oh, Amy. This is Quick Stop Volume 3, Number 1. So it's a the Kevin Smith, written in pencil by Holden McNeil. Holden McNeil is the character in Chasing Amy. So there's Ben Affleck. I forget who plays him in the movie, but now he looks like I've just been rewatching My Name Is Earl, and he kind of looks like the brother from My Name Is Earl, just in that drawing. But nice artwork. I think it's 3 issues. We'll see. I mean, I just saw this on there and went, I'll pick up a Kevin Smith thing. Seems pretty thin, too. What else do we have? Power Fantasy, issue number 11. This has been good. There's the indicia for you. Kieran Gillen, Casper Wingard, Clayton Cowles, Ryan Hughes. Clayton Cowles, I think, is the colorist, and Ryan Hughes is the letterer. Issue 11. This is the one about the superheroes trying not to fight and destroy the world, because the superheroes just fighting will destroy the world, because they're like nuclear bombs going off when they fight, the equivalent of. So there's all sorts of political machinations between the different superpowered people trying not to. Telepathy and the superpowers. Looks like we get a little explanation there. We'll have to see what that is. Looks like they're trying not to fight with each other, but it seems they sometimes fight with each other. So, and this is the final issue of I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, Wagner, Hilliard, Madsen, Dukeshire. This is about this woman here who's going to fashion school in New York City, but she's a serial killer. And now we discovered at the end of last issue, some of the higher ups at the school trafficked her friend who's a poor student. So now she's got to go after all the human traffickers. That's how they're going to wrap this one, because usually he pits like Furry had the furries, the murderous furries against the corrupt small town cops. And he had like the one had like the group of serial killers against a murderous cult, and I guess this one is a serial killer against human traffickers. And the last one we got here is Fantastic Four number 8, Prisoners of the Puppet Master, a facsimile edition. I think they're doing the first full year, 12 issues of Fantastic Four as facsimiles. I've been buying them because I find them fun. I don't think I've read this one in a long, long time. I remember I have read it. Ooh, nice splash, but probably not since I was a kid. I didn't have a lot of back issues of Fantastic Four. Let me show you a little bit of my work this week. What do we got? We got a Dreams of Things coming up here. 292. I was just inking 298. I think I've started penciling 300. I'm doing a whole bunch of 300s. Why not treat it like a regular comic book with any comic book worth its salt would have many covers on issue 300. So I'm working on a few of them, including some old ones redone. There's sort of a hidden face there. He blends into the background. And those are almost swirly boobs, except they're in the wrong place. They don't really, her body kind of disappears into that strange cape. And underneath the cape being the same color as the background flattens the space. So I'm not, if I were to look at just that space right there, I'm not sure what I'd be looking at. I kind of twisted it all under there. But then when you back off, you see her face and you try to, and this top of it, the space makes sense. But down here, your mind goes, what's going on there? We'll have to find out, you know, what's going on there at the edge of that dream world. And I also have, I finished this one up. I showed you it in progress last week. I liked the way it came out. Little swirl, you can barely see those swirly trees. Let me see if I can bring it closer to you just for the heck of it. I'll have to bring it past the microphone. There we go. That's what it looks like up close. You can see all the texture. Oops, over the microphone, hit the ceiling. But that's my 5th and final painting of the summer. I had 5 canvases lying around for a couple of years, and I went, I'm going to try to get some painting done this summer. And I did. I was happy. I got all 5 of them done. I find that sometimes I go, wow, that's amazing. Who knows when I'll get any more done. But anyway, there you go. Some comic books, some art. You guys have a good week out there.